Our top story tonight, some going down in November.
Wars, spending.
There has got to be something big a-brewing.
They're using geese to guard prisons in Brazil.
Does Biden know what Mexico
policies.
is? Would you scare Joe Biden? What are we laughing at?
I think Billy Mays was real.
I'm a world-class skeptic.
I don't know anything about Hunter Biden. I don't know who's big into cocaine and laptops. Why is that our problem? Complete, absolute incompetence. Like, who funds the news? It's a freaking inside job, man. That the entire world's a stage and everything's fake.
Our top story tonight, some going down in November.
Wars, spending.
There has got to be something big a-brewing.
They're using geese to guard prisons in Brazil.
Does Biden know what
Immigration
Mexico
policies.
is? Would you scare Joe Biden? What are we laughing at?
I think Billy Mays was real.
I'm a world-class skeptic.
I don't know anything about Hunter Biden. I don't know who's big into cocaine and laptops. Why is that our problem? Complete, absolute incompetence. Like, who funds the news? It's a freaking inside job, man. That the entire world's a stage and everything's fake.
Welcome back to another edition of the Veritas Road. Carson back here in the studio with John and special guest Nicholas. You preferred Nicholas, right? You told me that the first time I met you. You prefer Nicholas.
Yeah, that's fine.
Nicholas. Okay, so back in the studio with John and Nicholas. Couple of housekeeping things before we formally introduce Nicholas. We've got our live stream tonight, folks, which we'll have a special treat at the end. You got to stay through till the end to get the special treat. So, kind of like you have to fall asleep and wait till Christmas morning for Santa to come. I said that, unfortunately. But for Santa to show up, not come, for Santa to show up at your house, you have to wait till Christmas morning and fall asleep. You have to wait till the stream for us to come or to do for the special treat. Wait, so John, you okay? So there's that. We have a live stream coming up tomorrow. I know we've said this is coming up like 8 times. Coming up tomorrow with Austin Picard on the Delphi murders. Tomorrow, Wednesday, the 17th at 7 p.m. Central Time. That seems to be as close to set in stone as all of us can make it. We've rescheduled a bunch. Sorry, folks, but that should be coming tomorrow. Excuse me, 7 p.m. 7 p.m. Central Time. It's going to be a great time, so tune in, check it out. It will be a ton of fun. That being said, we have Nick in the studio with us tonight for Touch Me Tuesdays, where we talk about the things that touched me this week, and hopefully we can touch you too. Nicholas, welcome to the show, buddy. I'm glad to have you. So we met you, John and I met you playing soccer. And you started talking about, I don't remember how we got into like conspiracies and that kind of thing. But just kind of introduce you to the folks, give us a quick breakdown of like kind of who you are and how you realize the whole world is fake and gay.
My name's Nicholas, really let everybody know today. Like I said, one day we were actually just talking about practice, honestly. We were all practicing. He was like, I just said something random about something.
What's up, John? We good?
Sure. Why
Do I need to vamp?
His mic is not picking up.
His mic is not picking up. Nick's mic is not picking up. All right. Sorry, folks. So Nick was just telling me about how about the first time we met when we got into a little bit of conspiracy theory discussion. Tonight, do we want to go to the holding screen, John, or are we just saying fuck it? All right. Okay, stand by. I can hear it now. Is there a short?
I can hear the thing. All right, Nick, talk.
It's gonna take it a second, Nick. Keep talking.
As I was saying,
Uh-huh.
we were just playing some soccer, and then we were practicing. We were talking about practice, and then all of a sudden I said something weird political, and they're like, "Oh, hey, what?"
Ah, that's fair.
Something like that.
All right, folks. I don't know if y'all can hear me. John, kick it to the kick it to the holding screen. We'll be back in just a second. Sorry about that.
What in the world is going on here?
All right, folks. I don't know if anybody can fucking hear me at this point, but we are checking to see if Nick's mic is working yet again. Nick, say a few things.
Say hello, everybody. This is the Veritas Road. It's my first time showing up.
Putting you through your paces this time. All right, you got him, John?
We're good.
Okay. All right, folks. Thank you for
Technical
bearing with us
difficulties,
through
everybody.
that. My apologies. It's the
IT
Blue
guys,
Star
man.
Flag people. It's the Blue Star Flag people. They're attacking our stream. Put your tinfoil hat on and take a ride with us.
That or
It's
the
done.
fourth channel on our audio mixer does not work.
That
Probably
makes
when
sense.
I dropped a computer monitor on it,
That might have done some bad
I would
stuff
say
to it.
that
Yeah,
that might have fucked it a good bit.
yeah.
But the fifth channel works just fine, and I can hear him. Nephilim Hunter, can you hear Nick? Nick, say something.
Hey, how you doing, Nephilim Hunter?
Yeah.
Nice to
No
see
audio
the face
issues,
to
buddy?
the text, ain't it?
We good?
I could hear it. I could
Alright.
hear it, so I think we're good. We're gonna go for it.
It's the
Tiny
IT. It's the
hats.
IT people, man. It's
Yeah.
the IT
Let us
people.
know if you can't hear
Sweet.
shit.
Thanks,
All right,
Nephilim
sweet.
Hunter. All right, so we've got Nick here in the studio with us. We met him talking about some political conspiracy shit playing soccer. So he's gonna hang out with us tonight. It's gonna be a good time. We're gonna talk about the nonsense that's happened the last week or two. With that being said, let's jump right into it, John. The thing that has been all over the media lately, and obviously celebrities die pretty regularly. Rob Reiner wasn't like that big of a celebrity, I didn't think, but news of his death has been all over the media, and in this case, seemingly for good reason, because he was allegedly killed. He and his wife, I believe, if I remember the story correctly, were allegedly killed by their son.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and that's already like fucked enough, right? But then, and for those people who weren't aware, like Rob Reiner was a very vocal critic of Donald Trump's, was not a big fan of him, but Trump came out and essentially said like it wouldn't have happened if he was MAGA. He would have been fine. And that, I can't think of a more fucked up thing to say after all the stuff everybody went through with like Charlie Kirk, right? Because you had the right upset that all the people on the left were, talking about how he was terrible. He should have gone, and like, nobody should really be speaking ill of the dead, ideally speaking. But then Trump comes out and says, "I still don't like him. He wasn't a great guy. I think it wouldn't have happened if he were MAGA. I think it wouldn't have. I think he would have been a lot better." And so it's just whoever runs PR for Trump has to have, like, God bless them, they have to have the most difficult fucking job in the world. Yeah, perfect, John. And then Trump came out with is this the post on Truth Social that he came out with? No. Okay. Trump came out with his post on Truth Social. "A very sad thing that happened last night in Hollywood. Rob Reiner, a tortured and struggling but once very talented movie director and comedy star, has passed away. Together with his wife Michelle, reportedly due to the anger he caused others through his massive, unyielding, and incurable affliction with a mind-crippling disease known as Trump derangement syndrome." What kind of fucked up shit is that to say in writing about a human being who was allegedly just died on social media? I mean, whatever your feelings are on Trump, he's got to be the ballsiest, funniest, maybe, president we've ever had.
Trump to me is the funniest dude ever, especially when it comes to anything where he has to say anything online.
Yeah.
The first time he got banned from Twitter, just chef's kiss. Like, that was hilarious.
That was back when Jack Dorsey was still running Twitter, though, right? When Trump first got banned, I believe.
Yeah.
Before Musk bought it. When Twitter was like super, super woke, which, I mean, there are portions of it that still are. But like, Trump comes out immediately after this guy gets stabbed to death by his son and puts this out there. He was known to have driven people crazy by his raging obsession of President Donald J. Trump with his does this seem like an intelligent thing to put on social media after somebody has passed? And I get it. If you didn't like the guy, nobody's asking you to go out there and like share a fucking eulogy in his honor. Nobody's saying you should do that. And I am the first to say, like, I'm not a fan of venerating dead people just because they're dead, right? My dad's dead. Didn't say anything great about him at his funeral. Didn't say anything great about him immediately after he died. He was kind of a piece of shit. Kind of an asshole. Did I say that to people who did love him immediately after he passed? Abso-fucking-lutely not. Like, I wasn't at the funeral walking up to the mic and saying, you know what? Ronnie's dead is kind of a piece of shit. Like, a little bit. Kind of. Is anybody really that? You people weeping and wailing, shut the fuck up. He was kind of. You don't do that. It's a retarded thing to do. This is a fully retarded thing to put out there on social media if you're concerned with the public's opinion of you. And there have been like a host of like right-wing virtue signalers out there essentially coming out and saying, oh my God, you know, I get, okay, that some people don't like Trump. I get Trump doesn't like some other people, okay? But this is not a nice thing to, okay, everybody's gonna hate him for it. Just move the fuck on. Move the fuck on. You're giving him more attention than you want him to have at this point. Just move the fuck on. But it is hilarious how ballsy this is.
I mean, I will say he's not wrong with the whole TDS on Trump derangement syndrome, because some people really just live off of hate, just live off of talking about this man nonstop.
Some people do, and it does seem to give some people like some kind of energy. But like,
Hell,
it's a ridiculous thing to put out there immediately after a guy, and then he caps it off by saying, "Oh gosh, where does it start?" Obvious paranoia reaching new heights as the Trump administration surpassed all its goals and expectations of greatness. And with the golden age of America upon us, perhaps like never before, may Rob and Michelle rest in peace.
Oh no, rest in peace for real. I just think the
Bold.
problem is I don't think they gave their kid the right Christmas present.
I mean, maybe not. Maybe he was pissed that he didn't get a Nerf gun. Instead, they gave him an actual gun. Maybe that's how you create a serial killer.
Look,
Yeah, I don't know.
Kids are spoiled, man. Kids are spoiled.
Kids are spoiled assholes. We are here close to Christmas. What was the official story? Like, didn't he like allegedly like go to their house and stab them to death?
Yeah, they
Repeatedly?
supposedly got into like an argument, and he like either stabbed them or slit their throats. I don't know what the actual story is, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's wild. And Nephilim Hunter, you're absolutely the same way Trump started talking about Australia. Yeah, which, again, another thing, like, they're groups of people some folks might not be a big fan of, okay? But I think we've learned from the Alex Joneses of the world, there are times to say those things and times to not. There are appropriate times to say, hey, that was probably fake, and times when saying that will get you anally fucked. So pick your times wisely, ladies and gentlemen. Believe what you want to believe. Absolutely nobody's saying you and you should be able to say what you want to. Just understand there may be some awkward consequences, and that's fine.
Yeah, hey, Nephilim Hunter, can you shoot that to us in a DM on Twitter at Veritas Road Pod?
What do we got on there, John?
He said he has a clip that he wants us to watch.
Hell yeah, let's watch it.
Something about him, Trump talking about the Australia shooting that happened, which I don't know if y'all saw that. That was pretty crazy.
Yeah, that was so.
I'll see if I can find it.
What are you looking for, John?
I'll look.
Okay. So yeah, the Rob Reiner thing has been all over the media lately, all over the news, and it's understandable why. The story behind it is also like a little weird. I don't know all of the particulars, but allegedly their kid like showed up at their house. John, I don't know if we can find a way to get this story up real quick. Allegedly their kid showed up at their house and stabbed his parents, his biological parents, to death with a knife. Now, I didn't take a look at like any of the numbers or anything in the story, because there's all the conspiracy theorists, typically there's some weird numbers, some weird numerology going on with that. But it just seems so. The 32-year-old, he's being held currently without bail.
32.
I'm 32. I haven't stabbed anybody to death. I didn't realize he directed When Harry Met Sally. It's a great movie.
I would have thought it was like a teenager. How crazy this world is nowadays.
Well, Rob Reiner's was 60 or something.
78.
Okay, 78. He's old.
Kids yeah.
So let's see if we can find the alleged events. He's been charged with fatally stabbing his parents. John, you're scrolling past all the info about
All
it.
the important stuff.
Damn it! All right.
It wasn't getting to the key details. Sorry, guys.
Okay. anyway, whether this is, I mean, I'm not gonna come out and be that person that says like he was a staged or patsy or anything,
from-
but it's weird how like
Just from my
what's up,
bad.
Nick?
But just from what just from what he's scrolling by, it seems like this dude was mentally disturbed.
I mean, you would have to be to stab your parents.
No,
That's
for
kind of
sure.
a prerequisite. But I don't know, the way these stories seem to keep escalating and escalating and escalating over time, like, and again, I'm not trying to say this was scripted or anything, but it seems like more and more wild. Like it used to be, people were worried because Michael Jackson was, hanging kids out his window at Neverland Ranch, which is weird enough, right?
All the time.
Or, people were worried because Prince changed his fucking name. And now we have kids stabbing their parents to death in Los Angeles. Like, it seems like the level of fucking crazy out there has absolutely exploded. And I don't know if it's like some MK Ultra type of shit, right? Where these people are being pushed that direction.
Oh no, for sure.
Or if it's just real.
100%. Oh yeah, no, 100%. They're like, oh, we don't do MK Ultra no more. Yes, you do. You're lying to us. Yes, you do.
Oh yeah, the CIA is absolutely doing stuff like that still, and we're gonna have to do an ep on Project Monarch, which was like the off book MK Ultra, which I hadn't heard of until a couple of weeks ago. But I would imagine there are still things like going on. But with how crazy these stories seem to be getting, right? It just makes you wonder what could potentially still be going on out there. John, did we find the story Nephilim Hunter is looking for?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Oh no, everything that's just going on nowadays, you just don't even know what's real no more.
No, you don't. And we talked about this a couple of weeks ago. Like with
With
all
the-
the
with the
AI,
AI,
stuff,
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's hard to even know. For especially a lot of these like videos and pictures out there, we're reaching the point where it is difficult to even tell what's real and what's
no,
fake, and that's
100%.
even
I've
more
gotten to
like
the
that's
point-
just as alarming.
I've gotten to the point where I'm just like, I don't even know if this is real anymore.
Right.
Like I saw a picture earlier, and it was just a crystal clear picture, beautiful picture. I'm just like,
Right.
Oh no,
that doesn't look real. Doesn't look
Yeah.
real.
Nephilim Hunter. I did find it. Holy shit.
All right, let's take a look. Is this related, or do we need to?
Yeah,
wait,
it's
okay.
related.
Oh, it's South Park.
All right.
Yeah.
South Park predicted the future again, guys.
They do it all the time. What the fuck?
What
So what we're watching
actual
is,
All right.
hell?
So
of course, South Park, and it's Cartman. Always doing some
What's,
some weird stuff.
That's freaking crazy.
is there
Hogan-
audio to it, John? Can we play the audio?
Yeah.
Yeah, Cartman
I
is
just wanna
poking
hear
a
if they
fat
say
man,
anything.
and he's oozing green stuff out of his belly.
All right, let's
That's
let's
amazing.
play it.
No, not the chocolate cake.
Holy shit! What was their kid's name? Was it Kenny?
No, it was.
I can't remember.
It
It was Eric. That's
it
gonna be
was-
wild.
It was Nick.
Nick. Okay,
Oh
so
my
not
goodness.
related to any of the South Park characters. I wondered for a second. When did that ep come out? Nephilim Hunter, do you know? Because it's just the shit that goes on with like The Simpsons, with South Park, with Family Guy, all this like predictive programming shit makes you wonder like how they're even managing to do this, because that probably came out like 5 or 6 years ago if I had to guess. It makes you wonder how the fuck they're planning all this shit out. It's so weird. It's so weird.
So it said this episode came out in 2003, where Cartman supposedly poked Rob Reiner, and he oozed green stuff out of his belly.
2000, assuming that's correct, that was 22 years ago. And Rob Reiner gets stabbed to death in an episode of South Park.
But see, do we even want to believe that? I mean, of course, maybe it's actually out there, right? But like we said, to the AI stuff, everything is so quick that everybody can just be like, "Oh, hey, look, this came out 20 years ago. Oh my gosh, they predicted the future."
That's a good point. Like,
It's 2010.
could that? Okay,
Oh,
so 15 years ago.
Okay, so
Yeah.
okay, so it was, but even then, it's getting to the point where like, okay, we actually believe this.
I mean, it does make you wonder. Like, is it possible to do like? Could they be doing some weird like 1984 shit where you go back and like generate an episode of South Park, that everybody remembers, right? some
Yeah.
like what's the term, Mandela effect type shit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's possible, but like, I don't know. Some of that stuff, like that album with the Twin Towers, some of those episodes of The Simpsons that predicted, well, the Twin Towers, that predicted Corona. I think there was an episode of South Park that predicted Corona. Like some of that stuff, people still have living memory of existing before the actual event occurred, which is wild. And it does make you wonder how the fuck they're doing this. It is absolutely insane, and the level of precision that some of these have.
Yeah.
Especially that album cover with the Twin Towers, that's freaky as fuck.
Yeah.
Because isn't that missing a building on it somewhere?
I don't remember. It's been so long since I looked at that.
I think it is. Like, I think that album cover is missing a building that was there when the album cover came out, but wouldn't have been when the Twin Towers were allegedly hit by a plane.
Mhm.
Allegedly.
Or I believe he was just a mark.
Who?
Mr. Rob Reiner, man. I believe he was paid to be like, hey, live your life. We're gonna have your son kill you in 30-something years. Have fun.
I mean, it seems like they do shit like that.
I mean,
Who
I
knows?
believe they did that with Osama. Gave him so much money. Go live your life. You're taking the blame for everything.
Until it comes time
Until
to
it
take
comes
you
time-
home, so to speak.
Yes, sir.
That's freaky as fuck. Can you imagine taking a deal like that? Like an actual Faustian deal?
Not knowing when you're gonna die, but you know you're gonna die.
Yeah, that'd be freaky as fuck. Oh my gosh.
Imagine getting $1 billion and the next day you just gone,
I mean, yeah,
and you got promised a whole lifetime.
it's true.
It's crazy.
Damn, that is wild. I didn't realize that was out there. I hadn't seen that yet.
Yeah, and it's wild that, Charlie Kirk, South Park was a big part of his story leading up to his death because
Yeah.
they just did like a episode mocking him like,
Right.
about a month before or less than that. So
Yeah.
very
I
interesting
wouldn't really say
coincidence.
mocking at that point. Is it really mocking if you end up liking it yourself?
What?
I didn't follow that.
I didn't follow that at all.
Say somebody's like quote unquote mocking you,
Uh-huh.
and you're like, "Oh, I like that." Are they really mocking you?
Oh, I mean,
Oh,
I don't.
yeah.
Fair point. Still mocking, I guess.
I
but
mean-
it is weird how they were making fun of him, chose to put him in an ep pretty soon before the event occurred.
Yeah, no.
Which, speaking of
a
Charlie
couple
Kirk,
of months for sure.
he's had a resurgence in the media. Obviously, the assassination wasn't too terribly long ago, but we've got a couple of things going on. There's been all this alleged beef between Candace Owens and
Amazing.
Erika
beef
Kirk.
wrestler.
and it's
Actually,
just
it
one
just
of those
makes no
things that makes me want to get that WWE sound effect. They're like so super slay. It seems like it's just fake shit that's staged for people to watch and
100%.
engage in.
Oh,
Like this
yeah,
beef
100%.
between Erika and Candace. And now they've allegedly fixed, I don't even think I put anything about this in the Google Doc, John. But now they've allegedly, they sat down with each other for a few hours and they fixed their beef. And now they just feel so much better because they're two middle-aged white women who can bitch at each other and then be fine. Well, one's not a white woman, but they're two middle-aged women who can bitch at each other. And I work with a bunch of middle-aged white women, and so it just rolls off the tongue. But it's just it seems like it's just staged to capture people's attention. And then go ahead, Nick.
You're right. It just seems kind of weird because, I keep up with Candace just a little bit,
Yeah.
not all the time. I'll go my ways, but I'll listen to her a month straight.
Sure.
So I was listening to her most of the time with the whole, Charlie Kirk thing, and she said herself, "Hey, she got my number. She has my number, and she can call me and say, hey, stop,' right?" Which the fun thing
Yeah.
to me was, if she didn't call her and went straight to the TV, it was like, "Hey, she's making money off my dead husband's stuff, and I want her to stop."
Right.
Yeah, maybe it does seem a little fake if you supposedly have her number, and supposedly this woman helped you get married with this man. So I don't know.
Right. Yeah. And somebody came out recently talking about some of those beefs, with Tucker and Fuentes and a bunch of those people, saying how they're all buddy behind the scenes, which that tracks. That's pretty funny. So yeah, it's just weird how they have this almost like WWE like beef going on.
Oh yeah, there's always a book too.
There's
There's
always
always
a
a
book.
book.
There's always a book involved.
No, that was
These middle-aged bitches, famous bitches, always have a fucking book. Everybody has a book. John, when are you coming out with your book? You're not a middle-aged white woman, but you still should come out with a book.
I don't know. Well, now these times we could probably be considered middle. Well, no, never mind. Not you. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm getting old. But it's so they settled their beef, and then fucking CEO of CBS, friend of the show, Bari Weiss, decides she wants to have a town hall meeting with Erika Kirk. I already take issue with the idea of calling these weird publicity stunts town hall meetings because it makes all of these boomers feel like they're sitting in some kind of like weird fucking like going to the courthouse and having a town hall meeting with people. Like we're getting to see the real Erika Kirk, which tell me not to like say bad things about the lady whose husband just died, but she looks a little Disney villainy.
She looks a little evil to me lately.
Yeah, like tell me she doesn't look a little bit.
Like-
Who was the villain in? Is it Maleficent?
Maleficent. Yeah,
The-
yeah. That's. I think that's the name, Maleficent of the.
The one with the horns?
Yeah.
She
Her-
kind of reminds me of that for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's the eyeliner. It's very heavy eyeliner. It's very aggressive.
She doesn't look.
But
I mean, who knows, right? I can't speak for anybody's emotions, but she doesn't look too distraught for someone who lost her husband.
well, I'm glad you said that, Nick. John, let's play it.
God, look at that! Look at that look.
She looks very angry. Yeah.
See?
Okay.
So,
Yes.
yeah, I mean, crazy, just crazy.
That level of visceral reaction. I don't want to say anything too out of pocket, but that level of visceral reaction, it's been how long? This happened in August, right? September?
It's been September, about 2 months, 3 months.
When during his fucking funeral, she's up there smiling with Trump. Right? Again, not to her husband just died, not to be an asshole. It seems a little strange.
See,
The
I
fact
have
that
a
we can
theory.
get up there and smile with Trump, wave at the audience and have a good time, and now 3 months later we're breaking down on camera.
See, I have a theory to all this, right?
All right, let's hear it.
So, she has, me and my wife were speaking about this, and she has 2 little children. And I just put myself in her shoes, not really, but somewhat, right? Just almost thinking of it, right? If I saw my beloved get murdered,
Yeah.
Pretty much for them to say, give a message or something. What if they came and threatened her? Say, hey, we took out your husband. We can take out your kids.
And I mean,
And this is where I say, hey, MK Ultra is still a thing.
maybe. there were obviously a lot of talks about, like before his death, Charlie Kirk was, had perhaps found out some stuff about some of the donors. Israel was one of his bigger donors, and he, perhaps found out some things about what was going on with some of those donors that was a little unsavory. He was thinking about having an audit to see how much money he was getting from these people, what was being done, with Turning Point USA, and potentially trying to find new donors to get away from a lot of the Israeli money that was flooding into Turning Point USA because they were one of their biggest donors. Which is why people like Candace, pointed directly towards that particular blue-starred country as the people who perhaps, may have caused the whole thing to go down. So there's that. There's also, Erika Kirk ran a foundation. I don't know if it still exists, but
Something
at least
to help adopted children or something like that.
yeah, it was some kind of foundation for helping out like foster kids and that kind of thing, which has been, again, allegedly linked to a little, just a little bit, a little bit of child trafficking. Like, not a lot, okay? Not Epstein levels, okay? Just a little bit.
Hey, I mean, they do say that Hollywood is a good way to kid traffic. So
I mean, absolutely, but I mean, was she in Hollywood? She was like a
well,
big,
I mean, maybe not Hollywood, but it's all connected, I'd say.
I mean, sure, she was like a model and shit.
Yeah, she did a bunch of reality TV shit too.
Did she? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, she
she's
was
hot.
a model for sure. Yeah, I knew she was
She's-
a model.
She's hot, so I get it.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah.
But it just seems a little strange that we wait A, this long, and B, this somehow coincides with us getting a new we have an anti-Semitism czar now. That's exciting. I don't think we've had a czar since Russia, right? It's exciting stuff. And then all the stuff that happened in Australia. So this charming gentleman has just been appointed as the anti-Semitism czar for America, and he is going to use social media platforms on their algorithms to suppress what he calls hatred and use AI to label it misinformation. Now, in some kind of magical world where all we're going to do is say, hey, that's incorrect, I could almost be okay with the idea of labeling something misinformation. I'm okay with that. You might be full of shit. You might be dead wrong, but it's just a label, right? We're not forcing anybody to do anything. That it will never stop there. It will absolutely never stop there. Take a quick look at what's going on in the UK. Just a quick look at all of these people getting arrested, fined,
you can't
thrown in
say
jail
anything
for
against-
social
yeah.
media posts against pick your favorite race. I mean, everybody's getting arrested over
Oh,
there.
good luck. Good luck in saying, hey, this is the worst, king we've had in history. You're going to be in jail maybe for the rest of your life.
I mean, yeah, even like less egregious than that, I guess. There was a guy, we covered this a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, yeah, of course.
There was a guy who got arrested for just talking some shit about a popular like radio pundit. They arrested him and fined him. I think it was like 16,000 euros, maybe not euros,
yeah.
pounds. Was it 16,000 pounds?
Either way, it's
Or-
about like $20,000 here, so that's a lot of money.
Yeah, it was like 16,000 pounds or like 6 months in jail. Those were his options. And
Hey, at that point, I'll probably take the 6 months in jail.
right? Yeah, I'm a broke bitch too. I get it. But there's no way that that's not where this is headed. And I mean, I don't mean to like speak this shit into existence, but the idea of appointing,
Oh no, they're trying to bring that here.
it seems like
Oh,
it.
no,
I
they're
mean,
trying.
We had all the Pam Bondi shit, right? Where she comes out and says, well, free speech isn't actually protected by the Constitution, and you certainly can't say all these things online because the Constitution... Bullshit, lady. I get it. You're hot, but you kind of look like an Oompa Loompa. Shut the fuck up. You have no business telling people what they can and can't say out in the world. Again, we're putting some kind of weird why are we calling it a czar too? That's also freaky.
Isn't
Okay.
isn't that the thing isn't that a judge?
No, a czar's like a leader, yeah, right? John, that seems like something you would know. Let's look up the term czar.
Because normally when I think of czar, I think about Cards Against Humanity, and that's basically a judge of the joke. So, is this dude
Now think
judging a joke?
think like unelected Russian fascist leader. That's a czar.
Ew, Russia.
Yeah.
I'm
Think
kidding. Don't
think
bomb us.
Putin.
An emperor of Russia before, let's see.
Look at me.
A person
knew
appointed
a
by
thing.
government to advise on and coordinate policy in a particular area.
All right.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah, I knew a thing for once. So yeah,
So basically an emperor. Okay.
yeah. So why do we feel like we need to appoint some kind of anti-Semitism czar? It's all like you can't even use a juice box emoji on TikTok.
Oh no, they're cracking down hard.
In what world do we need a full-on czar? This is ridiculous. I mean, you mentioned that before we started recording, Nick. Like they're
Oh, yeah,
cracking down on the juice box emoji.
They just believe anything that you say against them, even if it's real or not. It's offensive.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of, and you can't, yeah, you're right. You can't criticize, you can't even offer constructive criticism, which I would say a lot of the things I've said about them haven't necessarily been constructive per se, but you can't even offer
Hey,
constructive
good luck calling
criticism.
a Jew ugly. I bet they tell you that's offensive.
They
Or that's
probably
probably
would.
racist, you know?
I mean, they probably would. You're dead on accurate. But it's odd how this is happening at the same time as all the shit that went down in Australia, and at the same time as we're ramping up all
and
of
they
the
have strict gun laws, by the way.
They do, yeah, they do have very strict
So,
gun laws.
Can,
Yeah,
can we just imagine if we had strict gun laws?
right. Yeah, exactly. Well, it's so much. People are sitting ducks at that point. If you're a criminal out
Exactly.
there who does get a hold of a firearm and not the good people aren't allowed to have them, guess what? You've got great opportunity to have a fucking field day. Yeah.
Yeah, listen, I've seen enough cartel, shows to know that they're just gonna file that gun number away, and good luck tracking that,
Maybe I should do that to mine.
No.
Is that a recommendation, Nick? Are you recommending I do that?
Maybe if they become illegal.
Okay, heard.
Because if you do that now, you're gonna be in jail for a good 10 years, maybe.
Fair enough. See, I didn't even know that.
I said maybe. I don't even know if that's accurate, but I know you're gonna be in jail because that's illegal.
It is
Straight felony, man.
That's good. That's good. We hired New York hired a felon as the guy who's going to oversee the transportation transition under Mamdani. So that's good, right? He's
Hey,
like the
we hired
safety,
a felon, technically.
the safety czar. I guess yeah, Trump was technically a felon, right? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. See, it's just weird how we're getting a weird anti-Semitism czar at the same time as this Australia stuff, but also at the same time that they're cracking down on all the speech in Europe. It's all kind of coinciding. And one of the things that I've said, I think on this pod before, and I know you said it too, John, is the synchronicity across
world.
across the world, across very broad spaces is inhuman and there's that level of synchronicity.
It's like a plague, man. Everything
Yeah.
spreads fast.
It doesn't make sense in like a free world. It's synchronicity of that level has to be planned, right? I mean, do y'all think that's too tinfoil hatty?
No, I think you're going down a good path.
John, you furrowed your brow.
Well, I mean, yeah, in the, traditional understanding is like we're a bunch of different competing powers. It doesn't work.
Right.
That doesn't work.
Yeah.
And, it also is like Robert's mentioned this, it spans lifetimes.
Yeah.
And like, that's how you know,
Oh,
it's like, it can't be fucking human. Because it spans multiple lifetimes.
Right. It's a good point. It's like weird demonic shit. A bunch of, as Murph would say, a bunch of coffin banging whack jobs who are doing this shit.
I
Yeah.
believe it. I
It's so freaky. And I mean, while we're on the subject, I guess we have to talk about Australia a little bit while we're here, right? So I think in the Twitter folder, John, there's that. So there was a shooting in Australia,
So
an
what was-
anti-Semitic shooting.
I was an anti-Semitic shooting. Okay.
Some guy who was out there just to shoot a bunch of Semites.
I think it turned
if
out
you
it
will.
was him and his son or something like that. So it was like a dad and, from what I seen, it was like a dad and a son.
Oh, that's a good father-son. That's a good bonding activity.
What a
for
great
father
bonding
and son.
experience.
Yeah. But this guy, and I've forgotten his name. He's some kind of like. Is he a journalist?
Arsen Ostrovsky.
Is he a journalist? Is he in the like? Is he a politician? But
The CEO of the International Legal Forum.
that's okay. That's what he is. So weird how I've never been shot. I haven't had the pleasure, but I don't think.
I heard it's
and
not
maybe
fun.
this is me projecting. I don't think my first reaction if I get shot is gonna be to take a selfie. I don't. And why I
Is
might
this not an old picture though?
curl up in a ball and cry. I might scream bloody. I'm certainly going to shit myself. I don't think my first reaction is going to be a selfie. Why in the world are we taking a selfie? I mean, I'm pretty sure that picture on the right that you're talking about is Nick is AI. I think it's allegedly AI. Or it's supposed to be like the people from the aftermath of the shooting going and cleaning people up. But there's a bottle. Is that sriracha?
Yeah, no, it's allegedly AI.
fake blood.
But they ran it through like a bunch of like AI, trackers,
Mhm.
and it didn't pick up. So that's what circulated the photo.
Okay. I like the fact that there's sriracha on the table. You got to make sure the people get what they
Nah,
want.
man, that's not sriracha. That's the fake blood.
Oh, that too. Maybe they use sriracha as the fake blood.
Oh, can
Maybe
you
that's what
imagine
they
that
did.
getting into his eyes?
That'd be spicy.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
that would be spicy.
he definitely would not be able to take that selfie like that.
It helps with the tears. You get the sriracha in the fake blood. It
Oh
helps,
my
it helps
gosh,
generate the
guys! I
tears.
just got shot at.
Yeah, right.
The bullet just gave the top of my head miraculously.
Right. And again, another weird, like we have a lot more of this anti-Semitic stuff going on out there. At the same time, we've, lo and behold, good old, shit, what's the name of the guy who bought CBS? Damn it, I can't remember his name. Larry Ellis? Is it Larry Ellis? I think it's Larry Ellis. Oh, Larry Ellis installs Bari Weiss as head of CBS. It's just the synchronicity of all of this nonsense is absolutely fucking wild.
Coincidence?
And
I
it
think
never
not.
exactly, and it never ceases to blow my mind how all of these events seem to fit together just beautifully. And if you criticize it, right? We've manufactured a social environment where if you even appropriately criticize one of these events or one of these people, you will be labeled as somebody who is just
it's
like
the new
throwing
normal,
hate
man.
speech out there. Yeah, and it's some kind of like anti-Semite, which we can break that down one of these days. What bullshit that is.
Oh yeah, no, it's the new normal. It's just like what I was having this conversation with a friend, talking about. It doesn't matter what it is. Somebody's going to disagree with you just for the fun of it. Somebody just wants to create chaos just for the fun of it.
Well, I mean, sure, but for me, it's the level of organized. Cancellation. So if you say like anything that could be labeled as anti-Semitic
think
out
about it.
there,
It only takes one person to say it.
It's a good point. I mean,
So,
you're
like,
right
if
about
you really
that.
think
Yeah,
about it,
okay.
it only takes one person to say, and it's like, oh, then yeah.
It takes one blue-haired lesbian to start a fire.
Oh,
is what
there
you're
you
saying.
go.
There you
Yes.
go. That makes sense. Actually, that makes good sense.
Damn blue-haired
Um,
lesbians.
Yeah, it's a good point. One person has to label it hate speech or anti-Semitic, and that individual will be labeled for fucking life. It's a great point. I can't argue with you there. But we've created a social environment where what happened to the good old days where the only thing off limits was the N-word? I miss that day. I miss those days. You used to be able to just not say the N-word, and that was it. Once upon a time, and retarded. But we've taken retarded back, and I like that.
No, retarded was always used. Maybe up until like 2014, started getting a little like, oh my gosh, you can't say that no more, guys.
Right. I've always said it. Maybe I
I've
was
always said it.
living on the edge and wasn't aware of it. I don't know.
I've always said it. I just like to make fun of people saying it too, though.
Maybe you're just retarded. You didn't notice.
I know. I have. No, I've noticed. Heard the
But, like,
term, you ever heard the term? You can't bullshit a bullshitter.
Does that mean you can't?
You can't really call. Yeah, you can't.
retard a
yeah,
retarded
yeah,
person?
there
What
you
do
go. There you go.
Okay. All right, fair enough. But I miss the good old days when all you couldn't say was the. Now you can't. There's a whole host of shit you can't talk about, and this is at the top of the fucking list. Like it used to be, racism against black people was like the worst thing you could do on social media, right?
Oh yeah.
Now we have replaced that. That's still up there, right? But we've replaced that with the what should we call the Jays?
Well, actually, no. Actually, we replaced them. It used to be, I think it was the blacks,
Yeah.
Mexicans, or maybe just Hispanics, and then the trans.
Right,
I feel
yeah,
like the trans,
Yeah, that's true.
and then the Jews. They just
There it is.
slid their way
There-
right back in.
Came out.
Hey, I'll say it.
Yeah. And so yeah, it's just I miss the good old days when you could be as anti-Semitic as you wanted and it was okay. Back when America was America. Once upon a time. So yeah, that's our new czar. John, anything else on this before we roll on?
I don't really think so. I don't know. For a lot of that crap is just like, I'm at the point where I ignore a lot of it because it is just so fake, gay, and retarded.
Yeah.
You know?
Everything's fake and gay now these days.
But there was something that you said a little bit a while back, talking about like how
That's hilarious.
yeah.
I wrote that in chat.
yeah.
Dude, we were just talking about that before we started too.
He's Mexican,
It's
so
hilarious.
he can say the N
That
word.
is
That's pretty
hilarious.
funny.
Yeah.
Sorry, you were saying,
I've
John.
lost my train of thought. You were talking about like people in Hollywood and like how they're all like kind of a part of these like, weird kind of. We were talking about Rob Reiner's death. Is like when they were talking about how they're all kind of they make these weird deals and shit. It's kind of why I just kind of laughed at Trump's tweet a little bit. Why I just kind of thought it was funny. It was like maybe that makes me a piece of shit, but it was just like they're all in on a deal, deal, and like. I'm not gonna get that caught up in whatever like they're trying to push as like the pop culture narrative out of this because it's all done for that reason, So
That's a good point. And I mean, you've said this a million times, and I'll repeat you. Like, you have to wonder about what they're trying to direct your attention towards with this kind of thing, and just choose not to engage with it.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to stay away.
Yeah, just like you said, I just feel like sometimes we'll get to like a point where maybe everybody's agreeing to, okay, everything's starting to feel wrong, and then, bam, some crazy just happens.
Yes, I think. I'm not sure what.
I don't know.
Okay.
Well,
Are you saying
well,
like
it's just like
people reach a point where everything starts to feel like we're kind of on an even keel?
everything feels like what are we turning our heads? Like, why are we turning our heads towards this and not that? Like, think about like when the Diddy trial was going on. Everybody's like, something just doesn't feel right. Why is everything about the Diddy trial?
Why are you pointing us that direction?
That's what-
that's a good point. I mean, yeah, that's a good point. John's mentioned that several times. Is like the idea of like, why are you trying to capture people's attention and their energy and point it towards this thing or that thing? And like the point we always keep coming back to is like, you just have to try to disengage with that and figure out where you do need to direct your energy. Is that what you're getting at?
Pretty much what I'm saying. Like, just get back to the point where everybody's like, dude, just shut the fuck up.
Yeah, like what the fuck are you?
Like you said, we need America back. Everybody just like, leave me alone. If we engage, we engage. Just FAFO, you know what I'm saying? Fuck around, find out.
Fuck around and find out. Words of wisdom.
There we go.
That's all I had in the Google Doc, John. What else do we have in the Twitter folder? We have a decent amount in there this week. We had our new anti-Semitism czar. Who was that weirdo?
Oh, this was about the
Drop mic.
about the shooting in Brown University. We don't have
Another
to.
shooting in Brown? What?
Yeah.
We don't have to
Oh,
watch
wow.
the video. But I threw it in there just because I thought it was interesting. Is like, what are the odds of that? It's like you're a survivor or, an alleged survivor of one shooting at Brown University, and she was apparently also at Parkland.
Dude, that is
2017.
weird.
Oh, wow.
And I've seen
What a
that. I've seen
coincidence.
that story, a couple of times. and I can't remember. There was also somebody, like a couple of old people that were at like the Parkland shooting, that were at like one of those Walmart shootings as well,
Son of
like
a bitch.
halfway across the country. So it makes you kind of wonder. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't want to.
Maybe they're
I
like-
don't know if I want to say the term here,
Maybe
but
they're paid
Trying
actors.
to
yeah,
Alex Jones
you
this?
know,
Paid. Maybe they're paid
but-
actors
yeah, and like
mean, maybe
or
that.
MK Ultra guys.
you see this. You're starting to see this play a little bit more.
Yeah.
And like especially when they're getting like drug out in front of the media there.
Right.
And I don't know, that just stuck out to me seeing that. It's like, what are the odds of that?
And it does get who's the photographer? What's his name? Shit.
Douglas Mills.
Douglas Mills. It gives you Douglas Mills vibes.
Yeah.
How did he know to be at that school to watch Trump, or not Trump, gosh, to watch Bush get the news of 9/11? How did he know to be at fucking wherever he was when Butler, gosh, when Trump got shot?
Insiders,
Like,
man, insiders.
Yeah.
has to be. There's
yeah,
there's just no way this person. There's just no way this person really was like, oh yeah, I was at Parkland. And then, yeah, I'm just here by coincidence at Brown or whatever this place was called. I don't know.
that's another one. Let's hang. We just I know we just got off of the subject of Australia, but so the shooting in Sydney, right, happens a day or two before. The name of the person who committed the shooting
Naveed Akram.
was Googled a fuck ton, but just in Israel. Coincidence?
Nah. Nah, that was planned.
Like, why in
Somebody
the world?
gave him those guns.
Why in the world would we see that spike a few days before the shooting? Just exactly.
And then
I did.
supposedly were they just not even that, supposedly a country that just went strict on their internet rules.
really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's something.
Yes, they want you
Kinda
to.
fishy.
It's becoming more and more evident to me. Is that they want you to notice.
Yeah, they do. It is.
They want you to
yeah.
freaking notice. They're making that play, and I don't know where that's going to. I've got some speculations that I'm trying to work out, but they 100%. They're at the point in this thing is that they want you to. They want the J noticing, is they want it, right? Because it's like that's why it's like people like Candace have now become part of like alt media and like kind of truther culture.
Yeah.
Right. It's like they are trying to get people to notice.
It is strange, and I
And
wonder.
like this is that. They're getting people to notice because this is low hanging fruit.
Right.
Right. This is so low hanging fruit, and you have to be like, hey, they 100% like that's an intelligence operation, and that they're doing that out on purpose because it's like
I mean, these people were hitting their shots.
they're not that
Let's just say
retarded.
that.
Yeah,
They're
no-
not that retarded.
Exactly. Nobody is so retarded as to have it publicly available how many times that name was looked up online. There's no fucking way any government, even the most retarded government official, is going to think it makes sense to just have that be public information that can be accessed out there. There are a billion ways around that, especially for people with the amount of time, money, and resources as the U.S. government, the Israeli government. Pick your fucking favorite. Israel seems to own us anyway, so like, there's no way that they. Oh my gosh, it's an accident. You can fucking see we googled them a bunch. There's no way, and so somebody wants you to notice. The question is why. My front-running idea currently is it's an easy way to gauge how willing people are to act on the truth, to be uncomfortable and respond to like waking up, or are people just going to keep living their humdrum lives? You know, a lot of this stuff that's leaked out and very obvious, essentially people are presented with an option, right? Do you want to keep just putting your head down, forgetting that all the world's a stage, you know? Or do you want to...
That's how we got to where we're at today.
No, I'm
By keeping our heads
right, exactly. Or do you want to wake up and be a little bit uncomfortable? And people will go to the nth degree to keep that comfort. They will. And I think this is an easy way to gauge where people are at with that.
Oh yeah.
PSYOP shit.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that they're trying to force an artificial persecution.
An artificial official persecution of oh yeah. I mean that could be maybe
yeah.
they're
I think
especially
that they're
if
trying to set that up.
Or they-
you know, if you're thinking about end times prophecy,
yeah.
I think that they're trying to. I think they're trying to emulate that,
Yeah.
and I think they're slowly trying to set that up because they are ramping up this noticing shit,
Mm-hmm.
and it's getting way too obvious. It's
Yeah.
getting way too obvious.
And you can't do that without the buy-in of the populace.
Yeah.
And how do you figure out if the populace is going to buy in? You keep sampling them. They've been doing it for decades now. Very obviously, it's getting more and more obvious. Like you're saying, you figure out what kind of buy-in you're going to get. Because I would think they probably can't.
Pay attention. You can see the winning side for 5 years.
Yeah. I would think they probably can't complete these events without some kind of spiritual buy-in from the masses to some degree. They seem to need that kind of like emotional and spiritual energy. That's just a guess. But they seem to need that.
Oh,
I would wonder if-
everything's spiritual warfare right now. So it's
Yeah.
somebody needs something.
Right. I would wonder if some of these events, the idea of a mass persecution makes a lot of sense, John. I would wonder if these are, I hesitate to use the word stage just because I don't want people clipping that and putting that out there, but set up to see if the mass populace is ready for that kind of thing to go on. Does that make sense?
Well, yeah, and it's also, I mean, they don't have to be, staged in the idea that they're fake for that to happen. It's just
Right,
100%
yeah, exactly.
psyop.
Yeah.
And it's like that's the energy that they're trying to capture, and it seems like they're trying to really push it in, at least to a certain like portion of the populace. They're
Okay,
really
so-
trying to push it towards noticing the Israel issue.
So if I'm
Yeah.
reading this right, the dude looked up Hanukkah for what?
This is internet search traffic in Israel about the Australia shooter's name, and it's
At
supposedly
the Hanukkah celebration.
Yeah,
Yeah.
before it's supposedly 2 or 3 days before it actually happened.
Right.
So the Israelis were Googling this dude before.
Right,
Exactly.
2 days before it happened.
What a coincidence.
on
Yeah.
December 12th.
But see, this brings me to a whole thing of, oh, what a coincidence. This dude was searching up how to get rid of the body. So that just to me.
Well, no, this is people searching his name.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, you know what I mean? Like, what I'm saying is, it could just be all of a sudden, oh, hey, these people were searching up his name, and like, it could be fake data, is what I'm saying.
I mean, either way, excuse me, the end result is the same, I feel like.
Yeah.
Leaking this information out to the public is a mistake no reasonable government would
Oh, no,
make,
they
no
would never do
reasonable
that. They would
intelligence op
never
would
do that.
make. So it must be on purpose. It must be like kind of like what no government is that retarded, right? No group of people is that there is a special needs school down the road. Those kids know not to do this shit, okay? Like those kids would know not to leak this kind of data. And so it has to be intentional that it's out there. The big question is why. And we can speculate all day. It's hard to know.
They just want you to turn your head for something like it is. They want us to see something different.
Right. I mean, the question is what are they trying to point
yeah.
our heads towards?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So, yeah, no, you make a very good point.
And
John.
that's why I'm starting to get very, very skeptical. Is like how much Jay noticing do I actually need to be engaging with now?
Maybe you need to
Like,
ignore them.
I
moving
know,
forward.
yeah, because it's like it seems like, especially with like the rise of fucking like Candace Owens, and it's like she's really like on top of the Israel issue. It's just like this is making me kind of rethink. Is like how much of this do I need to engage? Like, not that it's not true, right? But it's just like
Right.
this is being introduced into pop culture and into like into normie's world.
Right.
Is like there's got to be a reason for it.
Yeah.
And it's like, and I'm kind of like really, really hesitant now to really engage with a lot of that shit because it's just like it's being put like it's just like it's swinging at a slow pitch, like it's just right there and it's so easy and it's got to be there for a reason.
Right.
I mean, and that's a bad analogy for me. I strike out in slow pitch softball because I'm unathletic and retarded. So that was a bad analogy, but you get my point.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, it makes you wonder if they're trying to direct your attention and your energy towards that. It's hard to know. because we're so far removed from these actual goings on, it feels so difficult to make like a spiritually informed decision on these things. It really does.
Yeah.
It feels horrifically difficult. And yeah, do you ignore it? A lot of it, like a lot of their goings on do seem significant. So I personally am hesitant to just write it off altogether.
Yeah.
But you make a good point. Yeah. All right, what else we got in the Twitter this week? I can't remember. Rob Reiner, Trump talking about I don't even know what.
Something about Venezuelans. I don't know.
Oh yeah. So I guess we're engaging in another national coup in Venezuela. We're installing a new government there. Why we've decided we want to blow them up this week, I don't know. I'm assuming.
So is this Cuba all over again?
I don't know that it's definitely like I wouldn't say Iraq all over again, but like heading that direction. We're gonna go.
Just look at the dude on the left.
He's the one token black guy. He's the one.
Yeah, and
he's
he's
the
not
one
even
token black guy.
and he's not even black.
That's Cash Patel.
But that's what we're saying.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
I can't tell from here.
Oh, you're talking about the bust, bro. That's Abe Lincoln.
No, I was talking about Cash Patel. No, so
That dude's a weirdo.
with these
anyways.
glasses on, I can't see shit.
Yeah, I know.
So
Trying to make a trademark. There you go. Now look, better hold on to it.
yeah, yeah. I don't know why we're seemingly engaging in a bunch of just a bunch of additional government takeovers yet again. I don't know what we want from Venezuela, but it's fucking happening again. Why people are paying attention to it, I don't know. I'm sure there are a bunch of boomers who are literally jerking off to like missile boats in the Atlantic near fucking South America, I guess.
Yeah, you're
But-
right. I don't even know what they have that we want.
Yeah, probably natural resources, I assume.
I don't know.
Could
They're not on. You know, if you take a little
They're
bit
not
more,
a rich country. That's,
yeah.
that's
Well,
for
if
sure.
you take
They're
a little
pretty
bit
poor.
more of a normie view, they're not on Wesley Clark's list, and they're also not, from my understanding, they're not on the Rothschild list of who has the central banks.
Yeah.
So I don't
So
really
it
actually
could
know
just
what
be.
their
It could.
know
You
what
know
their deal
what?
is.
That could be just a hey. We're just going to get you first, and we're going to tickle your butt. We're going to give you the most money and take it.
I don't know.
Nah, that's what it is.
What?
Nah, that's what it is. That's what it is. Trump is coming up there and saying, we're going to give you this much money. You're going to take it up the butt, and you're going to like it.
He's just flexing his muscle. Is that what you're saying?
Look, he got the apple juices on his back corner. I'm pretty sure he can do anything.
Maybe so.
Are they one of the countries that aren't a part of the world banking system?
I'm
JJ?
not sure.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I couldn't
I
remember
really
what that
don't
list was off the top of my head.
If they're not, then that makes complete
that
sense.
would-
Yeah,
I gotta look into that.
Yeah.
yeah, that would be, that would make complete sense. What's this down here, John? Executive order blocking state regulations for AI. Oh yeah, Trump did sign that.
Awesome.
Why the fuck are we doing that? Shouldn't states be allowed to decide how they want to handle AI? You know? What the fuck is going on there? Are we going to have some kind of weird, like, federal AI system that's going to control our government coming up soon? I feel like we already do. But that is odd.
Now that you said that, what's that one dude that everybody thinks that he's AI?
Elon Musk?
That'd be fucking hilarious. Yeah, that'd be awesome. I've been seeing something lately. Some type of like NASA person, and he just comes out and does like little podcasts or something like that. I'll have to find it and
Is it
show y'all. But any single time he does a video, everybody thinks he's AI.
is it fucking what's his name? The black dude.
No, it's not a black.
Neil deGrasse Tyson?
No. Neil deGrasse Tyson's kind of hilarious.
He is pretty funny. Okay, so it's not Neil deGrasse Tyson.
No, I'll have to find it.
Okay.
And
When you do, we'll talk about it. Yeah.
Maybe Peter Thiel. I don't know.
If it's
I
Peter
really
Thiel,
don't.
that's possible. Yeah,
I
Peter
really-
Thiel might be.
I really
straight up
don't
AI.
know. But if I think about it, I think it was like some NASA thing. I really don't know.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
That'd be
gosh.
my first guess. And then the last thing we had in here was just some white bitch complaining about how insurance isn't going to pay for her house. We don't have to watch it, but like,
Insurance is a scam.
if you believe this strongly in the idea of insurance in the system, you're gonna get it up the hindquarters, ma'am. And so I'm very sorry that your house burned down, but you can't expect the insurance system to be there for you. It's a scam. I work for an insurance company, and I can tell you it is a scam. Hopefully, nobody at work sees this.
Yeah, y'all don't ever want to give money
So-
out that I paid for. So like, what? Well, now hold on. Let's get to that.
Right.
How come I have an accident and I'm paying you?
Yeah.
Your company, not you, right? Your
Well, not me
company.
specifically, but a insurance company.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, the idea is the insurance companies have to make money. It's literally a giant Ponzi scheme.
Oh, no,
we
no,
can
of
do an
course it
ep on
is.
this
Oh,
one
of course
day.
it is. It just makes no sense.
Um,
I'm paying you, but you don't want to give me money
Yeah, no.
after
I
I
mean,
basically damn near died.
I would suggest
I mean,
you
everybody can agree with this. That's
stop
just a
carrying
scam.
insurance in a lot of cases.
Oh no, 100%.
But that's a different discussion altogether. I'm not trying to give people financial advice and get sued. So,
Kill the grass.
yeah. Is there anything else in here, John, that we missed?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I didn't mean to save this in the Tuesday folder. I thought if we were not through this in time, we could try and watch that, but we've already missed it. So,
Okay.
yeah, I don't think we have got anything else in here.
All right. So I promised a little bit of a special treat
You did.
before
I forgot about
we wind up. John, look up the karaoke version of Santa Claus is Coming to Town real quick. This is very
Oh, that is hilarious. Now that we're about to see this,
So look up the karaoke version of that.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad you're.
You're
putting
so
this
glad
on.
you're here.
Yes, because I saw something.
Oh, you went the okay.
I want just like a karaoke version of it.
I saw something that
Okay.
corresponds to this.
And we'll start to close with this. But we here at the Veritas Road recognize the direction that the world's headed in, and we've said some potentially regrettable things tonight, and so we want to show
regret
people.
nothing.
We want to show people where our loyalties really lie. And so we would like to offer this song, Mike Huckabee style, as a tribute to the people who run the government and run the media.
Yeah, just a quick. Can people in the chat hear this? Is that? Can people in the chat hear that? Let me see.
Let's find out. I sound louder than normal.
All
right.
Give me just a second.
Standing by.
I had.
Standing by.
All right, John. Can we hear it?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
I don't know what you're.
I don't know if I'm actually prepared for this or not. We're gonna try it.
JJ
I have
said
no
yes.
clue what you're about to do, so I'm kind of nervous. All right, you ready?
All right.
This person is not real, by the way.
Okay. You better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout or we'll bleed Gaza dry. Hanukkah is coming to town. We're making a list of all you white folks. Gonna come to your house and give you a choke. Hanukkah is coming to town. We see you when you're sleeping, track you when you're awake. We're following you all day long, 'cause you all know birds are fake. Oh, you better watch out, you better not cry, 'cause if you do, we'll bleed Gaza dry. Hanukkah is coming to town. You're welcome, folks. I promised you a special treat.
Oh, my
I just wanted to end with that. Felt like that was
that's
appropriate.
It's a good
Great.
thing
No,
you
that's
didn't
great.
mention that before. I would have heavily tried to veto that just so I didn't
Oh
have to
my
endure
gosh.
it.
Anyways, now that you're doing that, that is hilarious.
That,
is hilarious.
I'm gonna apologize to people for that, for having to listen to that. I had no clue that was about to
that's
happen.
hilarious,
Um,
dude. I was not expecting that. I literally sat over here for
Jeez.
like a good 30 seconds. With my mouth, like
I
my
just
jaw
wanted to give the people
dropped.
what they want. I wanted to give the people what they want.
It was a.
Um,
it was
And I wanted to let the people who are going to be, looking at this episode, where we actually stand. We're excited about Hanukkah coming to. We even pronounce it
L'chaim.
appropriately with phlegm.
L'chaim.
Exactly. Yeah, we're one of you guys. we're one of you. So please
I'm
don't
not one of
cancel
you.
us.
I'm not one of you. Don't come
Please
after
don't
me.
cancel us. All right. Anything else before we start to wrap
Actually,
this shit up?
you
guys?
know what's funny is now that you're doing that, right? Is I totally was thinking something else. This is kind of fucking hilarious. That what you just did though, that was hilarious. But how you were doing the whole Santa Claus is coming to town little parody. How we were talking about the UK earlier. It's funny that all these Muslim people are getting sworn into like office or whatever it is over there.
Yeah, they are hiring a bunch of Muslim people.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
true.
and it's funny because recently they just did like a Christmas thing, and you can tell that the dude was getting he was getting sworn in during a Christmas festivity, and as they were singing Christmas music, this dude was like holding this sign up, and he's just like uncomfortable the whole time while they're singing about Christmas and whatnot. And this dude's Muslim, and of course he doesn't believe in Jesus Christ, so he's just like just.
Damn.
Oh, I've got to show it to you. It's hilarious.
Whew. All right, folks. Well, thank you for listening tonight. Check us out on all the social media. Don't be gay and follow the stream. Follow the Veritas Road. Please be sure to check us out on all of the socials. Check out the YouTube channel. We do have a live stream coming up with Austin Picard. If you've lasted this long,
Leave a like.
that will start tomorrow, Wednesday, the 17th at 7 p.m. We're going to be talking about the Delphi murders. Do tune in for that. It's going to be fascinating. I'm very excited about that. Anything else I need to tease, John? Am I missing anything?
I don't think so. It's
Okay.
like we'll break out a little bit, be a little radio silent during next week and a half. For
That's true.
Christmas
Yeah, with
and
Christmas
shit.
coming up. Yeah.
Happy
And
holidays,
then,
everybody.
Yeah, we got some exciting
Just in
stuff
case if you
planned.
know.
Some exciting shows, hopefully to be booked here very soon for January.
Yeah. So do keep us on your calendars for that.
Yeah, and Nephilim Hunter next pod is tomorrow at 7 with Austin Picard. And if you have any
Oh, shit. Yeah.
guest suggestions, shoot us a DM on Twitter or Instagram.
Any ideas for topics?
Yeah, any ideas for topics or if you have any content you want to see on our Tuesday streams, shoot us a DM and we will we'll cover it on these little Tuesday streams we do.
Yeah, shoot us a DM. You can email links to us at theveritasroad@gmail.com
Yeah.
if need be.
Eventually we will do the Owen Benjamin route and get a PO box. He's
Right.
big on the post office,
So you
and I
can
want to do
send
him.
us
I want
actual
to do
physical
him.
mail.
I want to do him proud. He likes the post office.
Make Daddy proud.
So
So yeah, yeah. Please do send us any ideas, thoughts. If
Aw,
you
thank you. God bless you too, JJ.
are somebody who you have something you think you might want to talk about, you think you might want to come on, holler at us. Because we're trying to find guests for the next couple of months right now. So hit us up, DM us, please.
yeah,
We'd love to hear from you.
and check out the stream we did Sunday with Wheezy from What Is Truth. It's a
Right.
good time.
It was a good one. Yeah, check it out.
That'll drop on all of our audio platforms on Friday. Nephilim Hunter, it's theveritasroad@gmail.com. And then that'll drop on audio platforms on Friday around 5 p.m. Central.
Yep. So thanks for listening again,
Yeah,
folks.
I'm going
Thank
to
you, Nick, for doing this. It's been good. It's
Send
been
all
fun.
of
Thank
our
you. Thank
Rumble
you for inviting
listeners
me.
over to the Propaganda Report. So go check them out. And go check out Already Dead tonight at around 9:30. Check out Austin Jose's stream. I think it's at 9:30 Central. So
Yeah, I think that's what you told me earlier.
Yeah.
9:30 Central. All right, folks. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch y'all on the next one.
Goodbye.
Bye.